Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is July 11th, 2022. This is episode 522, I think. 522. All right, today we're looking at Scorched. Actually, I thought it was called The Scorched, but now we have Scorched. And Scorched is the Spawn superhero group that's a lot like the Avengers. You got Gunslinger Spawn, Redeemer, She-Spawn, just about every Spawn you could think of. And we've had guest appearances by Haunt, and I'm trying to think of the other guy. I'm drawing a blank, and regular Spawn has popped in as well. This is issue number 7 in this run. It's been a pretty good run. This is a recommend. It comes out from Image Comics at a whopping $2.99. Let's take a quick look to see who worked on it. And it's been the same team on all 7 issues. We have Sean Lewis doing the script, the pilot, with a little help with Todd McFarlane. We have the artist by Steven Segovia. The colors is Ulysses Areola. Lettering is by World Design, and then we had some other variant cover artists in here as well. And creative director is, of course, Todd McFarlane. Okay, so we're picking up, if you recall, this has been quite the story. They've been, the She-Spawn is the leader of the group. She's put the group together. They're trying to hold it all together. She's promised them, each one of them, a certain thing if they can just deliver the goods on this one mission, this one huge mission. They've gone into Russia. They tried to save 2 people that were infected with this, the plague spawn venom or virus, whatever you want to call it. It was made in a laboratory, and they've been giving it to making super soldiers and all these other weird creatures. But 2 innocents have gotten the stuff. One's already been killed off. Her name was Odessa. We've got Natasha still alive, and here she is. And she's starting to succumb to the issues of this serum. As you can see, her body is starting to change. So you've got Redeemer Spawn and Medieval Spawn here looking over her, looking after her. They're waiting for word from her. And then I can't remember who this is exactly. I'm drawing a blank, but then you have She-Spawn there too. And as they watch, things get worse for Natasha. You can see the bubbles in her eyes go white, and they know that they're in trouble now. As Baboom, they get Existence, another creature from the Spawn universe now, and this is from the Plague Spawn's serum taken from him, and as you can see, Natasha's just saying, "Help me," and this thing has popped out of her, so it is attacking Redeemer and Medieval Spawn at this time. We've got a little fight going on. Meanwhile, Gunslinger and, oh boy, I'm drawing a blank. Mark, I can't think what his spawn is. There's so many spawns in this, I'm telling you. They are checking out, they're watching Haunt and She-Spawn go into this tower, this corporate tower that has a big laboratory in it, and of course there's guards in there. And I believe this is somewhere in Belarus, if I'm not mistaken. So She-Spawn's doing her thing, taking out these guards, whereas she's getting information from one of them. There you go. In the meantime, Haunt and Gunslinger Spawn are getting a little bit of an argument there. He's got a cool... Haunt's able to cool him down. And there we have our friends inside the corporate headquarters. They've got the code to get inside, the card key to get inside the major laboratory there. Whereas Haunt is just going to go right in there and take out one of the guards waiting for him on the other side by putting his hand through and squeezing, giving the guy a massive heart attack, basically. And She-Spawn makes her way in. In the meantime, Mark loses connection with She-Spawn, so they don't know what's happening. They're waiting for the signal to go in and attack. She-Spawn's in this gigantic lab. They find out there's all these embryonic type spawns, and the thing is, they've collected all this data, and they're impregnating these capsules with the data which lets them know all the vital information for each spawn plus all the angels. So whatever the spawn tries, if they have to fight, these creatures will know exactly what to expect from the spawn that they're fighting. So at this point, she's kind of like on her own. There's still some kind of, they call it like a, what do you want to call it, a mole or a Judas within they believe there's one of them is the mole or the Judas of the group, giving away vital information. And they start to suspect that it's She-Spawn. Now, She-Spawn's able to look at the data, and she realizes it's like all of her past memories of everything she's gone through in her life. And get a nice little montage there. So she's like, I got to destroy this data now. Meanwhile, we've got Haunt, Gunslinger, and Mark out front waiting for Jessica's orders. They've lost the connection, though. So they go ahead and they're still watching the towers, wondering what's going on, or should we attack? He says, no, let's hold back. In the meantime, things are happening within the laboratory. She-Spawn since she's trying to destroy the data, it's actually activated one of the capsules, and one of these Sin Devourers breaks out and comes after them. These Sin Devourers are awesome. We've seen them in a few of the other issues. So there's a bit of a tussle that goes on. She-Spawn and Haunt are able to escape the tower. They jump out just as Gunslinger and Haunt see it. Haunt takes out the legs, Gunslinger takes out the eyes, and they take the other. They're able to take it down momentarily, long enough to get the portal open and jump away. And they head back to. They're wondering what's going on with Redeemer and Medieval, and they come through the portal to where they were keeping Natasha, and they discover that both Redeemer and Medieval are strung up pretty badly. Plus, I don't know if it's Redeemer, Redemption, I don't know. And then we see this existence, this new spawn carrying Natasha away. And this is how we've ended episode 7. So, pretty strong episode. Actually, I really enjoyed this one more than the last couple. I thought it was just one of the strongest. So, we've got our spawn signature here. We get the mailbag, the spawning ground presents, and we get some stuff in here. Then we get the ad page for the Spawn franchises, of course. As you can see. Is Scorched. I thought it was the Scorched, but I guess it's just Scorched now, or maybe it always was. Ongoing now. And an ad for Image. We've seen that many times. Avatar, and finally on the back side we get Scorched number 8, and this looks like a pretty nice cover for an A cover. So we get a sexy She-Spawn with Gunslinger in the background, and I'm assuming Medieval and Redeemer are there as well. And that comes out this month, so probably in a week or two. I'm a little behind, so this one might be coming out next week, or this Wednesday. So there you have it. It is a recommend. I've enjoyed this run on Spawn. I believe the, what do you want to call it? The trade paperback is out. So you want to check that out if you want to jump in on this. This is issue 7, issue 8 coming out this month. If you want, you can go back and look at the last review I did. It was Joe Satriani's Crystal Planet. Joe Satriani is that guitarist of fame from the 80s and 90s, played a lot of albums, and the music that he made inspired his comic, and I gave it a not recommend, but some people out there might like it, so I thought I'd throw that out there again. All right, so as always, thanks for stopping by and watching this YouTube video review of Scorched. As always, please like, please subscribe if you haven't. Please leave comments. Hey man, I'm hanging on at 299 subscribers. I know it's small potatoes, but can't you just get me to 300? Somebody out there, thank you. All right, so this is Indie Comics Jones bidding you adieu.